Hey guys, welcome back to the Sensor Pop channel. For this video, I have something very interesting for you. This deck profile took first place in Singapore store preliminary featuring Janemba. This Janemba? No, this Janemba. Should we do it again? You mean this Janemba? No, this Janemba. So I guess all of us are really excited to take a look at the deck profile, me included. So join me after the short intro with my two guests from Singapore, Alex and CS. Hey guys, welcome back from the intro. So I have two guests here today, Alex and CS. CS and Alex, do you want to say hi to the viewers?
Hi. Hi YouTube.
Okay, cool. So this is the first time I'm looking at the deck profile, and okay, it looks pretty crazy. So maybe why do you choose this leader?
Well, currently, as we all know, currently counterplays are the big thing now. So in the attempt to counter those counterplay, basically look through all the leaders, find one that I like to try and counter them, which brings us to Janemba.
If viewers you don't know, Janemba is a bus 2 leader, so this is a different Janemba from the male Janemba, alright? Instead of melee, you bus 2, and at the flip side, if you're sparking 5, you get critical and 5k, and also at the same time, you can choose one card and then you place it into your drop area, and your opponent cannot activate counter unless they pay extra 3 from their hands, right? They cannot do counterplay.
They can play counterplay, then discard 3 cards.
Yeah, so they are destroying their hands. The additional cost, it has an additional cost of 3 cards if you do something like that. Yeah. Alright, so maybe, guys, take us through your deck.
Well, for starters, this is basically counterplays while you basically do nothing for the first few turns.
Okay.
Yeah. The aim of the deck is to play counterplays while your opponent don't get to play counterplays. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. So you just make your opponent pay to play counterplay, and then you just do the same tactic, right? Which is so you play your counterplays. So maybe let's take a look at some of the card choices here that you make. All right. So what is it with the Piccolo package?
Which one?
And the Piccolo package. So Piccolo's cunning strategist. So I would imagine that is the start to bring the Kami power and also the new the special beam cannon out, right?
It's mostly for the Kami's power.
Okay.
The special beam cannon you will usually play in conjunction with the 3-drop Goku. Yep.
All right. So these special beam cannon unleash, I don't really card though. So if you have a green Goku card with 20k in play, yeah, 20k, which is the unlikely duo Son Goku, you can play this card without paying its energy cost. Alright. Okay, so you choose one Son Goku with 20 more and place it in your owner's drop area, because that is what happens in the anime. Pew! Choose one of your opponent's battle card with energy 2 or less, ignores barrier, KO it. And the other one is choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and KO it. And if you KO something 2 or less, ignoring barrier, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hands and places them in their drop area. When it comes to the unlikely duo, Son Goku, if you play this card, look at the top, 7. But 3 cost seems a lot, ain't it?
It is. Yep. I usually play it when it's my awaken turn. So after playing it, I still have 2 energy left for counterplays during my opponent turns.
So you use it during your awaken's turn, then you have the 2 energies that you that additionally that you have, and then you can play the Piccolo Special Beam Cannon. How good is this combo?
It's pretty good. Just the fact that this is kinda like a hand control deck, because your leader has crit and the rest of the deck either crit or helps reducing their cards in the hand. So it's geared towards the team. Yeah.
Right. And when it comes to this Piccolo Special Beam Cannon, right? How good it is against the current meta?
If you consider that you have let's say Toa, they have Time Regulator. It's a 2-drop. If you get to ping that off, they drop 2 cards, they lose the Time Regulator. It's a big shock to them.
Yes,
it's a big blow. And
I think CS meant Vegeta Time Regulator. Yeah, in the Toa deck. Yeah.
And because counterplay are so big now, people tend to play low drops so that they have remaining mana to play, remaining energy to play counterplays.
Yep. Because they just need to keep their energy open for all the counterplays, right? So anything that they can put on board usually are pretty small. And actually, a lot of counterplays are pretty small. For example, like the Supreme Kai of Time Destructor. That is something that's pretty small, but just really, really nice to have in your deck. All right, that sounds pretty good. But other than that, everything seems to check out, right? So maybe, can you explain Dormant Legend? 3 copies of Dormant Legend. You don't have any Broly that is 4 cores. So this is something that you are not going to hardcast, right?
There's only one purpose for this card, and is to be in the drop zone so that you can play the 6-drop Broly.
How good is this Broly? Personally, I love it. This card is very, very good in my opinion.
It surprised me more than I first saw it. Much more than when I first saw the card. It's basically a better version of Amiyaza, if that's a good comparison.
Like, for me, when I started to take a look at the red leader, right now I am building the red Broly deck. I'm refining my build. When I built it, it was just out of the ordinary because counterplays, it's something new, so I'm just building it up. But play testing it, my god, it really took me by surprise how good, how underrated this Broly can be. Yeah. So how do you usually play it? Do you have like a special tech that you want to talk to give our viewers like special tips?
This guy is pretty flexible. The fact that when it comes to play, you can choose up to 2 ignoring barrier to minus 15k. That actually gets around a lot of stuff. And it actually disrupts a lot of plays. In my personal opinion, it's pretty good against U6. It not only stops them from evolving, it also the auto also helps get rid of their combo so they cannot evolve their targets.
All right,
pretty nice.
So they want to evolve into their 4-drop, right? Like the 4-drop Caulifla, 4-drop Kefla, and then you just use his ability just to bounce them off. Okay, that's
and in the unlikely scenario that you actually get the Broly out before they get their Champa puzzle out, it will be even harder for them. They will need to contribute even more just to bring out their Champa puzzles.
How so?
Because if, let's say, they combo 1 multicolor, right, in order to fulfill the Broly auto will proc first, so you will take away the multicolor that they combo with. Now they have to combo another one just to bring out the Champa Vados.
Okay, so they're paying it, right? Because after Champa Vados comes out, Universe 6 does not have any combo cost.
Yes, but before that, they have to combo it. They have to combo something to bring out it.
All right,
so
that
makes it very troublesome then. One nice thing about this with the Janemba leader is that on the Awaken side, it's basically 20k crit, right? And in most scenario, you attack a 15k leader. Is the most efficient way to block the 20k is to protect yourself with a 10k combo. But when Broly is on the field, if they do so, if they win 10k, makes it really awkward for them to combo, which is very irritating for the opponent.
They try to prop a 10k and then you just bounce it off and say, try again.
It's not actually about you place it in the drop.
Yeah.
So they actually lose the card.
So
they lose the card. Yeah, they lose the card. They minus.
Went to the drop area and then they have to like minus even more from their hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or take the damage.
Yeah.
But it's a crit, so it's not a plus one.
Yeah, and it's a crit anyway. So even if they take the damage, it's fine anyway.
Why aren't you playing 4 copies of this guy?
You can only have one on the field, so that's
kind of true.
If not, it will be really broken. If you imagine you have 2 or 3 on the field, your opponent basically lose 2 to 3 cards every time if they choose a combo.
Okay, maybe let's move on to the next topic. Mark Speed and Kaioken. Mark Speed and Vegeta the Cruel. Both are really good cards. Both are very situational. Yep.
Counter plays. Good stuff.
Yep. And you have Surprise Attack Frieza. How good it is. How good is this card in this deck? You have so many ways to KO cards though, right?
Yep.
So
the Vegeta Piccolos. Yeah.
Yep, the Vegeta Kami Power, Special Beam Cannon, all KO cards, and then you surprise them with another 15k, which makes them unable to gain cards, and then they have to combo off more from their hands. Honestly, and they have crit, right? They are not gonna get any hand advantage. So let's move on to your side deck.
Yep.
Any Son Goku in close quarter. What do you tag in that card for? This is the anniversary box card.
Yep. The idea was actually to kill. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I tagged that in just in case I needed to ping something with barrier 3 or less, just as a safety measures. Yeah. I didn't end up using it at all.
Okay. And an unexpected turn. How good is this card?
The rest of the deck mostly is to counter aggro. That's mainly that's the main point of the deck, because once you get to the late game, you get to play more stuff, you get to control even more. So I would say mainly the problem is aggro. So yeah, the rest of the deck is mostly dedicated to anti-aggro.
Yeah, cool. That sounds really good. So maybe from the hindsight, what would you change about this deck?
I actually didn't think of it. I think about it after I finished my match.
Okay, but this deck really looks very cool. So do you have any like a last word to the audience? Any quick shout out that you want to do?
Trash tier leader for the win. Yeah.
I don't think it's trash tier though. I think this guy is underrated.
It was about a pick that was shared around, and the leader was placed under the trash tier. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, he is not trash. This leader is not. This leader is definitely not gonna be trash.
It's a joke.
All right.
Clip title. Trash tier.
Trash tier. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
Trash tier leader, first place.
Oh,
collecting the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you were saying, Alex?
Against,
Alex, want to speak first?
Hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, we can't hear you.
Oh.
All right. So maybe if Alex comes back in, we can do a short recording. If not, guys, this CS, Alex, you guys have always come into the channel and always bring in this really strange but very cool build the guys who bring in shuffle time, and this time around with this Janemba counterplay, that you do the counterplay, but you stop your opponent from counterplay. Kind of also hand destruction deck. This is so interesting. Hey guys, really thank you for coming into the channel. Viewers, I hope you like this deck profile. Personally, I love it. I love all this very strange type of deck profile. Really nice to see that trash tier Janemba, it's coming. It's coming back. All right. So guys, without further ado, let's see each other in the next video. Guys, yep. Ciao.
Bye.